I'm Dr. Julie Lindsay. I'm from the University of Southern Queensland in Australia. My position there is Senior Education Technology Advisor. I work across the whole university implementing new educational technologies and associated pedagogies. My area or passion for learning and teaching is in online global collaboration. Now, I define that as curriculum embedded global collaborative learning. And there are different terms around the world, but the key emphasis I'm putting here is on the embedded into the curriculum. It's not an add-on. Now, this applies to schools, K-12 schools, but of course my focus these days is on higher education and how we can join institutions and students together through their regular curriculum. Higher education students should be exploring curriculum-embedded online global collaborative learning for a number of reasons. One is to give students that experience of connection with other cultures. Another one is to provide digital literacy and fluency skills and the exposure to different technologies that connect and help them connect and collaborate. Another one is the globalization, and that means having a global view of the world and grabbing ideas, experiences, understandings, but then bringing them back to your local context, right? So it's about critical thinking, problem solving, and experiential learning as much as anything else. In higher education, it is possibly more difficult to enable online global collaborative learning, but it is of course valid, and it will take, or it does take, connection and collaboration between the initial academics or lecturers, and then of course learning design. Now, because we are global and what the world is round, and we have different time zones, and we have different institutions who have different timetables, and we have Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. Often there is only a small window across the year where students can connect. So for example, I've just been in Germany talking about this, and we worked out that with this particular university, mid-October to December is really the only time when our students are in class at the same time. Okay, so we could design a 4 to 6 week global collaborative project that allows the students to connect, collaborate, and co-construct something as part of their assessment for that subject or that course, and of course as part of the work that the academics have put in to make this happen. My research has revealed that educators who are willing to connect their students across institutions, across countries, have developed what I'm calling the global collaborator mindset. Now, there are 4 attributes that I've discovered to this mindset. The first one is connection. So the mindset to be willing to connect, to be willing to share experiences, to be willing to connect to students as well, and finding the technologies to be able to do that. The second one is openness. Now, this applies to being agile and open to different experiences, being open to sharing resources. If you've got certain curriculum or certain ideas about how your course is run, then you share that openly with your partner or partners, and together you design the project that joins students together. Another one is autonomy. Educators need autonomy. They need to be able to work across the walls or jump over the walls of their institution, right? Be able to choose and utilise technologies, pedagogies, different approaches, and have the autonomy to do that. And this is a difficult one, and this is what often stops people from embarking on global collaborative learning. And then the fourth one is innovation. Having that innovation as part of your mindset, willing to take risks, willing to, as people say, fail forward. You know, it's not always successful, but it is a risk, and it puts you and your students out there. It encourages students to not just learn about other people in the world, but to learn with them. Once again, in the higher education context, though transferable, of course, to the school context, this might look like, for example, two courses that come together from different countries. They are put into groups of, say, 2 or 4 people, and then they research, investigate a particular theme or topic. They co-create something like a website, but then they also create a separate video that has an outsourced clip from the other person or one of the other people in their groups. All right, so I know that sounds a little busy, but you know, if you're going to get people to work together, you need to give them a challenge and ask them to problem solve and create multimedia artifacts. Right, so maybe a website with a couple of embedded videos is a good example there. I've done that in the past. Another example, and this is something I've been talking about recently, is using virtual reality or augmented reality and building an immersive site together cross-institution, and then perhaps having an art exhibition within that immersive area, or perhaps joining archaeology students for an archaeology exhibition. And I've seen this happen within one institution. I'm hoping to make it happen across institutions in the future.